The first film to ever win Best Picture is something most people have never seen. And the first Oscar ceremony was very different from what we're used to today. The winners were announced months in advance, the entire ceremony lasted just 15 minutes, and it wasn't even televised. But the strangest part was that there was 2 awards for Best Picture. The first was called the Outstanding Picture Award, won by Wings, a silent romantic World War I film. The film isn't just action. Alongside the war story, there's a love triangle. 2 young men are both in love with the same woman, while one of them, Jack, remains completely unaware that another girl, played by Clara Bow, is deeply in love with him. She even volunteers for the war effort just to be close to him, and is portrayed as warm and charismatic, making her easy to root for. What stands out most about the film is its cinematography. This might be the best looking silent film I've ever seen. And of course I have to mention the battle scenes. This is remarkable stuff for the time. Today we could rely on computers for this kind of scale. But in 1927, they were mounting cameras onto planes and shooting everything for real, including close-ups of the pilots. That's right, the actors were actually flying their own planes. You also get these large-scale trench warfare sequences, which still hold up a century later. That said, the main character of Jack can feel a bit clueless at times, and isn't always the easiest to connect with. And whenever the film slows down for quieter character moments, I do find myself wanting to get back to the war scenes. But even with that, it never really takes away from how impressive this film is, and it builds to a genuinely great ending, which I won't spoil here. Wings went on to win 2 Oscars: Outstanding Picture, now known as Best Picture, and Best Engineering Effects, and those were the film's only nominations. As I mentioned earlier, the first ceremony actually had 2 Best Picture style awards. The other was called the Artistic Picture Award, which went to Sunrise, A Song of Two Humans. However, the Academy would soon drop this dual system, leaving Wings to be retroactively recognized as the sole Best Picture winner of that year. Today, Wings feels somewhat forgotten, with most people only remembering it as the first Best Picture winner. But that feels a bit unfair. It was one of the most ambitious films of its time. It was even selected for the National Film Registry in 1997, which says a lot about its lasting importance. Overall, Wings is an incredibly impressive film. But if you've never seen a silent film before, I probably wouldn't start with this 2.5-hour long World War I drama film. You're better off starting with a comedy or horror. Those genres lend themselves more naturally to silent storytelling. As the first Best Picture winner, it sets an interesting precedent, rewarding spectacle, technical achievement, and films that push the boundaries of what cinema can do, which I suppose is exactly what a Best Picture winner should be. And I think it's a worthy place to start. I give Wings 4 stars. If you do want to watch it, it's in the public domain, so you can easily find uploads of it on YouTube.